How's it going, YouTube? This is Cortez1893, and I'm here to do a deck profile on my Machina Gadgets that I just recently finished. That was a mouthful for one sentence. Yeah, I took this deck to my locals last Saturday, and it happened to be the sneak preview, which I entered and got one good pull. My Blackening Breeze, the Zephyr, I pulled it, but then I immediately traded it. Well, at the end of the day, I traded it to my friend, and I got some really good cards that I'll probably end up trading away soon. And I also bought the Shining Darkness mat. I'll show you. See the Shining Darkness mat? Yeah, it's under my other mat, but meh. But yeah, this deck I tested it out and it did pretty good against some good decks. I actually didn't lose very often. I lost like maybe 1 or 2 duels, but yeah, I really like this deck, and I'd like to explain to you all how I use it and what's different about the build. Alright, so let's go. So as first you can see I run 3 Machina Fortresses. These are the main cards in the deck, and he's a beat stick, 2500 beat stick. He's easy to special summon out. If you know how to special summon him, discard cards equal to 8 or more stars to special summon him from your graveyard or your hand, and if he gets destroyed by battle, I can destroy one of my opponent's cards on the field, and if he's targeted by a monster effect, I can look at your hand and discard 1 card from my opponent's hand. So it's pretty much a trap dust shoot right there. I love this card, and he's pretty good. Next I have my 3 Machina Gear Frames. He's like a Stratos pretty much. It searches for any union. Searches for Machina monsters like Machina Fortress, and he's an 1800 beat stick. He's a union monster. Pretty good right there. Next I run 2 Peacekeepers. If he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, not really destroyed by battle, if he's just destroyed in general and he's sent to the graveyard, I can just search for 1 union monster from my deck and add it to my hand. This deck is all about the toolbox, searching my cards and adding it to my hand. So yeah, this card searches out from any union monster, and if I search my gear frame, it ends up becoming really good. Okay, next I run 2 Machina Force. Only sole priority is just to get out Fortress from my graveyard. That's all I need. 10 stars. 2 Cyber Dragons. Good for contact fusing for Counter-Attack Fortress Dragon for game, and he's just good against other Machina monsters, machine decks in general, and he special summons out right away if my opponent has one more monsters and I have none. Next I run the gadgets, 2 of each. Whoa, that just kind of, yeah, that it is. Alright, so the gadgets right there. 1 Oil Man. I run him because he has 400 attack, and he searches out through Machina armed unit, and if he's equipped to one of my monsters and my monster destroys the opponent's monster by battle, I can draw 1 card, so this comes out good sometimes. And I run 1 heavy mech support platform just for the 500 attack boost, because sometimes my monsters aren't enough. If a Glory Guardian comes out and I can't draw my smashing grounds right away, I need to run him over and equip this guy to a Machina Fortress, and there we go. Blast him out of the field. Or Glory Guardian can be stupid and destroy Machina Fortress and destroy himself, but that's just saying this card just comes in handy. Scrap Recycler. I get to dump one of my machine monsters from my deck to my graveyard, and if I have 2 or more level 4 machine monsters in my graveyard, I get to send them to my deck and draw 1 card. This card's good. But I only run 1, so people usually run 2, but whatever. I run 3 Machina armed units. These are like roll-ins for Blackwings to Machinas, you know? These cards, this card gets you a +1. If my monster gets destroyed, I get to activate this on either player's battle phase, and I get to search for a monster that has less attack than the monster that was destroyed and has to be the same attribute. This comes in handy a lot, especially when my gadget's destroyed, so they won't die without a cause, you know? I run 3 Book of Moons solely because I can't find a 3rd smashing, so I replaced the 3rd smashing for a 3rd book. stops synchros and turns beat stick monsters face down, and I can easily run them over like that. Okay, 2 smashings, just monster destruction. MST staple, heavy staple. Okay, next I run 2 Starlight Road. Good for Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm. When I activate this, you can get a Stardust. I mean, that's more negation, monster destruction negation. So these cards are good, and I suggest running 2 at best in this deck, not 1. Well, maybe 1 if you can find the Starlight Road, but definitely 2, but not 3. Bottomless Trapos, staples in this meta in general. 2 D prisons. I don't run Mirror Force, so I decided to run the D prisons instead. These also remove from play some important key cards, and it pretty much doesn't bother. It doesn't like involve, you know, destruction. So Starlight Road can't stop. You can't stop this. These cards are pretty good, and I suggest any of these run in any deck. Rollouts, a good Union support card. If I have a Union monster in my graveyard, I get to equip it to one of my monsters face up on the field, and yeah, sometimes it actually helps when you need it. So 2 rollouts, Solemn staple, Call of the Haunted staple, and Torrential Tribute staple. Well, actually, I don't actually think Call of the Haunted is a staple, but he's a good card because if my monster is in the graveyard, like Machina Fortress, Call of the Haunted, you get your beater back out, and he won't die without a cause again if he gets destroyed by battle. Dang, I'm not feeling so well actually, but I decided to just introduce my deck, and yeah, tell me what you think, guys. I'm going to be uploading more videos now that my internet's back on, and I'm really happy about that. Shout out to Skittles530. He's a guy that goes to my locals. He's pretty cool, and he has a YouTube and all that. Subscribe to him. He has some pretty decent videos. I'm still barely starting, so I really need subscribers. So hopefully sub for sub, please. Yeah, comment this video, let me know what you think of this deck, and tell me what you think I should side in for this deck, because I don't have any sides for this. If you can help me out with that, that'd be really nice, and I'd be willing to trade/sell some of my mats that I got, so I'll show you. I got this Lightsworn Regional Qualifier 2010 mat. I like this mat a lot, but I'd be willing to trade it for something good. Offer me a PM for it. I got the Shining Darkness Sneak Peek mat. Again, offers, please. The Ancient Prophecy mat. I really want to get rid of this, so I'll probably value it like 15, maybe less. So, and I got this Magic mat, Morning Tide. I got this for $5, so I mean, $5 it is. I'll sell it up for. If you like it, offer me PMs. Yeah, my mat's pretty cool. Yeah, so enough about that. This is Cortez 1893. I'm gonna go and probably rest because I'm tired. And oh yeah, one more thing. I'm gonna make sure to upload more videos, more duels especially. And I'm probably not gonna be able to go to tournaments very often. Because I mean, I do on like special occasions, but I have a job, so that usually that's time consuming, and I can't really do that on a weekend. My job is pretty gay, especially working on weekends only. Yeah. So that's it. That's Cortez 1893's Machina Gadget's deck profile. Cortez 1893 signing off.